bottom.
Okay.
Minimize that. And then pick the second one. One. Start. Minimize that. So now you have that. I think you're good to go.
Okay. Hopefully. All right, so if you guys can hear us now, that'd be good.
If I can palm through the Goblin Tower Pelter for 20.
Oh my god. All right.
That's how we pulled it, kept it sitting right there. Got my neck. That should finish.
That should have been, yeah. All right, guys, if you can hear me now, again, I do want to, first of all, apologize for the problems we've had here. Hopefully they're taken care of for the night. We'll have these things worked out for our Friday stream when we come back for our Friday Night Magic. It was just the last round tonight, thankfully, so we'll get all those kinks worked out as we go. By the looks of it right now in this game, Cody looks to be in a pretty good spot, but so does his opponent. So we'll see. Cody finds an Inventor's Apprentice that doesn't really do a whole lot to this board. His opponent right now is sitting with 9 energy, so able to pump that Pummeler 3 times. That's pretty huge. Cody with a lot of lands here, it looks like. But not a lot to do with them, it would seem. Does have 2 copies of Needle Spires down there. If he's able to find his Handwear Garrison, it will allow him to meld the 2 cards together, which will give him access to a rather large attacker, but no guarantee of that. So we'll see exactly where things go from here. All right, so it looks like the audio for now is working, so that's fine. So I'll just finish up the stream tonight here. Martin's gone upstairs to make sure everything's going fine with the tournament. It looks like he did find the Handwear Militia, so he has gone ahead. He has melded those 2 creatures together. He's got access to a lot of mana here. Yeah, and there is Handwear the Writhing Township. He's going to attack, and he's going to get 3/2 Eldrazi Horror tokens tapped and attacking. So that's going to be a pretty big attack there for Cody. I don't know if that mic's working or not, but you can try.
Okay. We have a couple viewers right now, I believe.
You're not on mic. Oh, that's something I put all for your audio when you talk.
Oh.
On here, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one
whatever.
counts.
All right.
Well, we'll just...
If you can hear Martin, great. If not, sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, so to anyone that is still watching, we do appreciate you bearing with us here.
So are these active now?
No, it's active, but they're not correct life totals.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'll tell Dylan to get back.
Sure. All right, so we're going to get our spotter back upstairs to get these life totals updated for us properly. We'll at least be able to see the last game. We have a little more control over our systems again, so thankfully that's okay. So, all right. Thank you very much for letting me know that there, Porter. We definitely appreciate that. So it looks like it is working. Your mic does work. Porter has let us know.
Yay! Thanks, Trevor.
We'll get Life Totals updated right now.
Oh, it looks like we've got what is that? Hanware the Writhing Township.
Yep. You're not gonna find that. You're not gonna find the halves.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we can only see the front sides.
It's a 7/4, 7/4 with haste
And trample.
and trample. Whenever it attacks, you get 2/3/2 Eldrazi horror tokens tapped and attacking
Yes.
into play. This is the melded version of Handware Garrison and Handware.
Battlements.
Yeah, Battlement. There we go. It looks like he's trading Pummeler for the Handware Battle, the Writhing Township rather. So I mean, 17-8 in favor of Matt. That's you gotta feel it's probably that's gotta be a good trade for Cody
Yeah.
if you're able to trade for that Pummeler. That's not a bad thing. Cody right now with access on board to no artifact in play, it looks like, so only has access to 4 damages, a couple of 2/3s on board, and I believe the tapped pink sleeve is his Scion token.
Right.
So in comes a 4/4 Long Tusk Cub. That gets blocked by a... Yeah, there's the 3/2. That gets blocked by a Thraben Inspector. Just chump blocking so he doesn't die, probably to double strike. The red-green deck we've seen almost every week, I want to say.
Yep. It's a very popular deck here at our store for Standard.
Yep. Looks like he has another land here. It doesn't have I'm not sure what's in Matt's hand, but both players look to be flooding out here. Cody looks like he found a spell. Is this? Okay, it's a PNLR.
That's a pretty good spell.
That's interesting. I mean, it gives him an artifact for one, which is pretty important. He's got a lot of mana, so he can make that Thopter pretty big. Right now, he can give it +4, so that's going to be it. That alone represents a 3-turn clock.
Yeah.
Not too sure what's going to happen. He can attack here, I imagine, with the token.
Well, he can attack with the Mentor's Apprentice. It's a 4/5 right now. That thing, massive. Or no, it's a 3. It's a 3/4.
Yeah, 3/4.
Never mind. It can
So
be blocked
I
by
mean,
those
I think
servants.
that's a fine attack. I think you also attack with the Eldrazi Horror.
And
so I
it
don't
does
think
have
you're-
vigilance because of the Always Watching.
Yep. The Horror does not, because
The
it's
Horror
a
does
token,
not.
of course.
Looks like he's just attacking with the Apprentice.
Yep. And looks like Matt's just taking it. Could be wrong, but I think he's just taking the damage here. No, looks like he's gonna double block the Apprentice. So this is gonna elicit a 1-for-1 trade essentially. It's gonna kill off one of the tokens or one of the servants. I don't know if I like that attack from Cody. I think the Apprentice represents more than the servants do at this point. I mean, the servants don't do anything at this point, right? I mean,
That's true. They're just
extra bodies. I mean, P is bigger than both of them. She's a 3/3 now. He obviously doesn't need mana, so that's fine. So when he comes with a 4/4 again, looks like he's going to turn on a Needle Spires. This is pretty big as it does trade for the Cub. Because that is a 3/2 Needle Spires.
You're right. It is with the Always Watching play.
Because it's non-token. That's all that matters. And it looks like he has a Harness Lightning is my guess here.
Yes,
Yep.
Harness Lightning. So going to spend 2 energy. Really, he'll still generate 1.
Yep.
So go up to 3 counters.
Yep.
There.
Not sure if that was before or after blocks were declared. It looks like it was after blocks, but he might have paused and said, "Hold on," before you go to blocks. You've gone ahead. Yeah, looks like that's the case. He said, "You go ahead. Yeah, that's fine. You animated it, but I have responses first." I mean, I think a land is not what Cody wants. That's for sure.
Nope.
I think at that point, don't you block with the token, like the
Thopter?
No, the horror.
Oh,
The horror does less than the Thopter does, I think. The Thopter Pia can pump at least.
yeah, that's
Right?
true.
I mean, when you have this much mana, you should.
I mean, he can pump it twice. It's effectively a 3/1 with flying.
He could have pumped it 4 times.
It's
one in
3
a-
mana to pump, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's just 1 in a red.
Oh, it is 1
in a red, and then 1 to sacrifice an artifact.
Well then, yeah.
So
in that
he's-
case, the Thopter represents much more.
I mean, he's
damage.
attacking here for 6, 9 if you include Pia. So I mean, I feel
Looks like
this is
he's
a fine
attacking
attack.
both.
And now you get to sit back with the horror and just block. Yeah, I'm not too sure what Matt has in hand. Looks like he's got. It might be a blossoming defense he has here.
For the
that's
servant?
case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a 4/4. He can block either one and beat it. And it's a trade for the Needle Spires or just a straight up beat over Pia. Looks like he's going to opt for taking out Pia in here, which I think is. I think it's fine. Yep. Pia goes down. He falls to 8 as well. So, I mean, this looks like a game that Cody might have had a slow start to, but has now recovered a little more. He's going to be forced to block with this Eldrazi Horror.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he's not forced to, but the deck is full of pump spells that we know about, obviously. That's supposed to be a larger than life, is my guess.
If this is a larger than life,
It's
then
game.
that's game.
Yeah. If it's 2 mana, that's my guess. Could also be another Cub. Nope, it's larger than life. That's now this is okay. Yeah, Matt does attack
Yep.
with both. Recognizes that
And that is
2
lethal.
damage. The trample gets soaked up, but that's fine. He actually has 1 extra if he wants.
Yes, he can put another counter on the cup.
Cody says, "Sure, you win that game." I drew a whole lot of lands. So did you.
Yeah, and Cody, I think whoever has the play here is pretty far ahead in the matchup.
I agree.
So Cody is looking good for game 3 here.
Yeah, I agree. Now another key thing here, if Cody, for instance, doesn't have his fast start, he would need. Depends how much instant speed removal he has.
Yep.
Right. So how many harness line he's playing? We know he has Declaration in Stone. We saw that out of him, but that's not going to be enough. Just Declaration doesn't get to answer a pummeler on your opponent's turn. So that's obviously a problem. We'll see what Cody is able to put together here.
Do we have any deck lists kicking around here from game day? Oh, there we go. This is actually the list that Cody's using, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. So let's see. He's just got the Harness Lightnings and the Declaration Stones as far as removal in the main board.
Okay, well, the 4 that matter are the Harness Lightnings.
He can bring in Stasis Snare, Blessed Alliance, Collective Effort.
That's
Not sure if
removal.
that's removal.
No. Oh, it is with sorcery.
Repel the Abominable.
Ah, that's interesting. You're probably abominable.
Yeah. We'll get that card up on the stream.
That one definitely has play against this deck. Yep, there we are. So prevent all damage dealt by non-human creatures. Or human sources. Even better.
Yeah.
So the Pummeler, not a human.
Nope.
Long Tusk Cub, not a human. Voltaic Brawler, human.
Bristling Hydra, not a human.
No. So I mean, if Cody's on a plan to repel the Abominable, I have to say it'd be kind of funny to see Matt just crush him with a giant brawler and end the game, and Cody sit there with this repeal and be like,
That would be funny.
Let's see here. So Matt gonna take a mulligan to 6 here. That's pretty big. It looks like Cody's keeping his 7. So, Yeah, that's never what you want to see if you're on the draw, especially. Now, yeah, humans is just so much more aggressive than vehicles is. That's the problem. Typically when you run into this kind of matchup, vehicles versus regular energy, the vehicles deck, the red white deck, takes the role of a control deck post board, bringing in things like Gideons, bringing in things like even Chandras, Sky Sovereigns, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It shifts into a bigger game deck. Humans doesn't do that. Humans just says, no, I stay big and I stay small and fast and I go faster.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think with the play, I have to give it to Cody here. It's not to say that Matt can't take this from Cody. It's just going to require a pretty nice 6.
Yeah. And it will probably also require Cody either not having an optimal start or faltering on one of his turns, either on a land drop or drawing too many lands.
He's got access to 8 1-drops that he can have on turn 1 here, so...
Yeah, he's playing a full set of Inspectors and Apprentices. He might have changed up the deck since the version we got the deck list for here. Might be playing the 2-1 for 1 that's an ally from BFC. Something Envoy, I think.
Why? Expedition Envoy?
Yeah.
That's a human, I guess.
It's a card that I saw Jesse playing with. This is Jesse's deck, Cody told me.
Yeah.
And I saw Jesse playing with Expedition Envoy just last week.
Interesting. More reminiscent of the Shadows over Innistrad / Eldritch Mutant Human decks in that case then.
Yeah.
Where it focused a lot more heavily on it's just, I'm going to have 1-drop.
And then my Thalia's Lieutenant will be amazing.
Exactly. Looks like Matt's on a mold of 5 or even possibly 4 here. So, yeah, that looks like...
I think it's 5.
4.
Well, it is 4. Wow.
That's not what you want. So Cody does have that turn 1 play that he is going to be looking for. This is going to be a rough game for Matt to get out of here. Does have his land drop. Says go. This is where he's definitely going to need Cody to have that slow start and not have an aggressive. And if that's an Inspector, that's about as aggressive as you can get on turn 2 here. So in comes the Apprentice for 2 damage, dropping Matt down to 18. Doesn't have a second land; it just has to pass the turn back, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, this is if Cody drops a Handwear Garrison here, it's going to be, I would say, game over. That's P. Okay, it was 3 mana. He does have in hand a Harness Lightning, it looks like, so he does have some removal, but he's staring down 6 damage next turn. This is taking attack for 3 here, falling to 15. He's on a 3-turn clock right now, assuming he doesn't do anything on the board. He needs to find that second land. He needs to find it now. It finds a Blossoming Defense instead, so that's not going to do anything. Yeah, this is a rough game to finish on here for Matt, unfortunately. But there is the Handwear battlements for Cody. He's going to crack the clue. I mean, looking for Thalia's 10 at that point, I would imagine, to bolster 3 more damage onto the board. And he comes for 6. Says, I'll make it 7. Representing lethal next turn. Yeah. All he has to do is turn them both sideways, say pump, pump, game over. Yeah, Matt showing his hand to camera, and yeah, unfortunately not a lot you can do when you mull to 4 here. So yeah, and there he goes. He attacks for the 9 damage there, I believe, or 8 damage there. That's going to be the game. So Cody does take it 2-1 in the last round we have of our standard today. So congratulations to Cody.
Yeah.